Okay, so welcome to No God Solo Part 2, which is basically just a bunch of arpeggios played in different ways. The first sequence is a string skipping sequence based on these chords, which would be D, open, drop D tuning, so it's the sequence I'm using is basically just following those chords, assuming they're all major chords. Um, so that would be a D major triad, and F major, and G major. I'm using this Paul Gilbert kind of string skipping idea, which would be 14, 10 on the high E string, and then I skip the B string, I go right to the G string, 14, 11, and the root, the D, on the 12th fret of the D string. So the way this is picked, it's kind of like, I think of it as picking, as alternate picking, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, except that some of the picks I replace with hammer-ons or pull-offs. So it's down, pull, down, up, hammer, up, and then back to down. The cool thing about this is you as opposed to, for example, sweeping, with a sequence like this, it's much easier to create like little sequences. You can kind of like turn around the notes. You don't have to go straight up and down as you would have to with a kind of sweeping arpeggio. So I'm kind of like jumping all over the notes of the triad. And then I just go to the next one, and I kind of like do, I was trying to do the opposite, so like I start on the high notes here, so here I start on the low note, on the root. The cool thing is the shape just stays the same. I'm just turning the notes around. You can come up with your own sequences. That's the cool thing about these string skipping ideas. And then I do this sweeping lick combined with a tapping, which goes like this. That's a B flat major, B flat major triad. So the notes would be 13 on the A string, 12 on the D string, 10 on the G string, 11 on the B string, and 10 again on the high E string. I don't do this. That's not an arpeggio, that's like a chord arpeggiated. The difference is when you play an arpeggio, the correct definition would be the notes of a chord played separately. So if you do this, it's not played separately. You want to make sure that every note just rings until the next note is being played. So the fingering is 4, 3, 1, 2, and again 1. So I'm not doing this. I'm doing this. If you watch my first finger. So, and then I hammer onto the 13th fret here. And then I do this tapping thing. So basically what I'm doing is I tap to the 18th fret and pull off to 13 and 10, and then I tap again 13, pull off to 10, and then hammer with my second finger on the 11th fret of the B string. So slowly this is. And now, instead of playing that note on the 10th fret of the first string, I tap it again on the 15th fret of the B string. So, and I hammer, I pull off to the 11th fret on the B string, and then hammer. That was nice. And I hammer with my first finger on the 10th fret of the G string. So. And then it's the same thing. Instead of playing with my second finger on the B string, I tap with my right hand on the 15th fret of the G string, and I pull off to the 10th fret of the G string. Sounds complicated. It's probably a lot easier just to watch. I play slow once. Okay, and then I do this. That's basically a sweep, still B flat major. I explained the shape first. That would be 13 on the A string and hammer on to 17, and then I kind of bar with my third finger on the 15th fret of the D, G, and B strings. And then first finger again on the 13th fret of the high E string. And then that 18th fret on the high E string would be an upstroke. So it might be cool to just practice that. I go back with a pull off and then up, 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 down. So slowly the whole thing is down, hammer, down, 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 up, pull, up, 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 down. And what I do right there at the end, I kind of pick this note a couple of times. So the actual lick is this. I go back down, but then add this. So that would be the lick.